From Valve rising the east to Microsoft buffing up its parties, we have the latest headlines from across the game industry, so let's load them up and dive right in. It looks like Discord might have some competition. Valve is overhauling its antiquated chat system in a bid to topple the reigning champion and keep communication within its own platform. The company shared that their changes include more options for customizing friend lists, multimedia features for group chats, and restructured voice integration. Discord had risen to its rank out of necessity for a reliable and sensible solution for communication among PC players, which has set their worth at an impressive 1.6 billion, but this move by Valve might eat into their user base, which is over 130 million strong. Steam Chat is currently in open beta, so if you want to give it a gander and see what all the hubbub is about, you can take a look early and check out what bugs still need to be fixed. Valve's conquest goes beyond just dominating the chat business though. The company has reported that it's partnering with publisher Perfect World to bring the Steam client to China in a more official capacity. The government over there has strict policies in place, and rumors have long been circulating that pressures from big-name businesses like Tencent have encouraged them to keep Westerners without Eastern backing out. With Perfect World being a Chinese publisher, however, Valve has an in that could make their presence in the market more welcome. The Chinese team will be working with Valve to arrange the game's lineup for launch and the marketing efforts that'll propel it into the public eye, but no launch details have been revealed at this time. How Steam will be presented in China still remains to be seen, but depending on the conditions, it might open up quite the opportunity for developers looking to break into the industry's largest market. If you want to make Ubisoft money, they have the perfect deal for you. Through their collaboration with Hit Record, the company is looking to get the community involved in the development of Beyond Good and Evil 2 through an initiative called the Space Monkey Program. Contributors can collaborate on music and models through Hit Record's platform, and the pieces produced through this process stand a chance of being put into the official release. On the surface, it can seem like a questionable move, but it was made clear following the announcement that collaborators who see their work implemented into the final game will be compensated for their efforts. As Joseph Gordon-Levitt lookalike Commissioner Gordon, the organization's director, claims they've set aside $50,000 to compensate contributors. So if you want to leave your mark on the next Beyond Good and Evil installment, or just want to see what the collaboration platform is all about, head over to hitrecord.org to learn more. A notable industry figure has weighed in on the great loot box debate. Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé told Bloomsburg this week that he believes the monetization method has been receiving a bad rap. In his opinion, having a game mechanic wherein you buy something without knowing its content is as old as baseball cards. Reggie says the company thinks that approach can be interesting so long as the content players receive isn't exclusively available through the practice. That's where he says other developers have made mistakes and why loot boxes have the reputation they have today. But what do you think? Do loot boxes have a place in games, or are they a shady cash grab no matter the context? It looks like Netflix is getting into games. In partnership with Telltale, the movie streaming service will be offering its viewers an interactive adventure based on Minecraft's story mode. Contrary to how that sounds though, Netflix doesn't actually consider this a move into the medium. In their opinion, what they're offering is nothing more than interactive narrative storytelling, but a game by any other name is still the same. This isn't the first time Netflix has put together a project like this on their service. Stretch Armstrong The Breakout, Buddy Thunderstruck The Maybe Pile, and more preceded. If you're interested in joining their ranks, check out those riveting tales and consider planning out a proposal of your own. Narrative and Netflix go hand in hand after all. If you're a developer pillaging data, address books are now off the table. Apple revealed this week that they'll no longer enable developers on their platforms to sell off the data of their players' friends and other contacts without consent. Although mass data collection isn't something Apple builds its business on, the company is being complicit with its practice. In the wake of Facebook facing controversy for a similar practice on its platform though, they've likely decided it would be wise to get in front of this loophole before legislation cracks down on them too. Although nothing can be done about the data that's already been sold off, the company can enforce the rules to ensure it isn't being done moving forward. So if you were interested in pursuing some shady harvesting practices, this well is run dry. Microsoft is building up its roster. At this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo, the company announced that it acquired a number of studios that'll expand its first-party initiatives. They purchased two of their close partners, Playground Games and Undead Labs, while also looking outward to include Ninja Theory, who were known for PS3 exclusive titles last generation, and Compulsion Games, the developers behind We Happy Few. Additionally, they founded a brand new studio spearheaded by industry veteran Daryl Gallagher called The Initiative. With all these acquisitions under their belt, it's clear that Microsoft is looking to secure its future in the software market, so publishing on their platform should feel a little safer going forward. That'd actually be better said as platforms plural. According to company executive Phil Spencer, the Microsoft hardware team is deep into developing the next Xbox consoles. Contrary to Ubisoft's impressions last week, Microsoft is interested in keeping consoles alive and will continue to claim a place on players' shelves despite the influence of streaming and mobile gaming. He said that moving forward, people will be playing on all kinds of devices for their gaming fixes, but televisions will remain among them and they're committed to delivering that experience. And that covers this week's lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Was there anything you found particularly insightful? Did we miss something you think should have been covered? Let us know in in the comments below, and be sure to tune in next time for another newsworthy breakdown.